Hi, everybody. Happening in Fulton. Good news to share on the county's fight to end the HIV/AIDS epidemic. Fulton is the recipient of over $3 million in conjunction with a few other neighboring counties. Jeff Cheek is the director of Fulton's Department of HIV Elimination. Good to see you, Jeff.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
And I understand your department has a new member to your team to help in this fight.
We do. I'm very excited that joining me today is Tiffany Lawrence, who has been with our program for a while, but has recently taken over as the staff person who's in charge of coordinating all of the projects related to ending the HIV epidemic.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I understand this is a part of the Ending the HIV Epidemic program. Tell us about that program.
Great. Well, a few years back, scientists realized that over one half of all the new HIV cases in the United States come from just 57 counties in the District of Columbia, which is pretty remarkable when you think about Georgia alone having 159 counties. Four of the 57 counties with the highest rates of HIV cases in the U.S. are in Metro Atlanta. Those are Fulton, DeKalb, Cobb, and Gwinnett counties. So the federal government realized that to stop the spread of HIV, the focus should be on these counties. So they developed Ending the HIV Epidemic, a plan for America, and they allocated funds to the targeted counties to support their efforts. The goal of the plan is to achieve a 75% reduction in new HIV cases by 2025 and at least a 90% reduction by 2030. So the funds for Metro Atlanta come to Fulton County on behalf of all four of the jurisdictions. And these funds are administered by the Fulton County Department for HIV Elimination, which also administers the federally funded Ryan White HIV/AIDS Program Part A grant, which we'll talk about later. So last year was the first year of ending the HIV epidemic funding, and we received an award of almost $2 million. For this year, the award increased to $3.3 million, which is a 40% increase over last year's award. And we're really excited about these funds because they're going to allow us to do even more with the organizations that are helping us to reach the goal of achieving a 75% reduction in new cases of HIV.
And how will these new funds be used?
So all of the programs our department administers are focused on the care and treatment of people living with HIV to help them reach and maintain viral suppression. So what that means is that the amount of virus in their blood is so low that it helps the person remain healthy. So the virus level can get so low that it becomes undetectable, and that would mean that there is more than a 99% chance that the virus cannot be spread to their sexual partners. So by containing the spread of this virus, we move toward the goal of reducing the number of new HIV cases. And when we're speaking of new HIV cases in Atlanta, African Americans have the most new HIV cases. If we are going to change the course of the epidemic, we must rethink the ways our systems seek to serve Black Americans. And so we must find ways to adapt our systems to address HIV-related stigma, social and structural influences of health, and barriers that in order to make our services available for all, and not just some. Transforming public health to meet community needs requires novel approaches. So these new funds are going to be used to design disruptive innovation projects to go into our care system to change the way that we respond to service needs. And to do this, we're going to need the community at the table, those that are most impacted by HIV. So we need to get their recommendations and their feedback on how these funds can be used in new and exciting ways. So we've had community engagement sessions in the past that has garnered us valuable feedback, and we're going back to the community again to take a deeper dive and come up with a list of projects and on how we can work together to reach our 25% reduction in new HIV cases.
And can you talk to us about how this program works in conjunction with other grants your office administers?
Well, Tiffany mentioned that all of our programs are designed to help reach viral suppression. The largest program we administer is the Atlanta Ryan White Part A program. Across the country, Ryan White programs have helped racial and ethnic patient populations reach an 87% viral suppression rate. So this is in large part due to the provision of free or no-cost medical care, but also essential support services such as mental health, substance abuse, transportation, and food, which help us reduce the disparities for people living with HIV and enable them to live long, healthy, and meaningful lives. While our Part A program serves about 20,000 people a year, there are still people in Metro Atlanta who know they have HIV, but they're not in care. Ending the HIV epidemic funds can help address the barriers identified by the community as those that keep people from entering care or remaining in care. So these funds will build up the Part A program by making the service continuum even more comprehensive. Funds are also being used for an outreach campaign to let people living with HIV know about Ryan White services that are available to them and help educate the community on the importance of viral suppression. Another program we administer is using social media to help engage African American men who have sex with men into care. Funding for this program ends this summer, so we're going to use some of the Ending the HIV Epidemic funds to continue this highly successful project. And to make all of these programs successful, we need ongoing community involvement.
How can people find out more?
To find out more about our services and ways to become involved in developing solutions, people can reach us through several ways: via our website, www.ryanwhiteatl.org, through our main phone line. The number is 404-612-8285. People can contact me directly via email at tiffany.lawrence@fultoncountyga.gov. And also, as a reminder, people can learn about becoming a member of our Ryan White Planning Council to help shape the Ryan White program by visiting our website, which again is ryanwhiteatl.org.
All right, great information. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's just some of what's happening in Fulton. To stay connected, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also check us out anytime on our YouTube channel, so please do us a favor and subscribe. That does it for this edition. Thank you so much for watching. Join us daily for news around and about Fulton County.